Welcome to the Comfort Cartoons Archive, the channel where I'm archiving every single Nickelodeon and Spongebob related item in the cartoon cavern here and trying to build up our counter to hopefully one day get the biggest Spongebob or Nickelodeon collection. Today we'll be adding one, maybe two, maybe even more items on the counter. We'll only be adding two due to a reason I'll explain in a second here, but we are going to be covering today the 2004 Upper Deck Nicktoons trading card game. This set features characters from Jimmy Neutron, Rocket Power, Spongebob, Fairly Odd Parents, and even a special preview for cards from Tak and the Power of Juju, which was a show that was soon to come out and was derived from an actual video game. This box in particular carries 24 packs and 5 cards per pack, and the complete set is 130 cards to collect. Every single pack contains one emotion card, we have exampled here on screen, and also has 60 character cards, 10 Guess Who cards, 20 Adventures Gone Wrong cards, and 10 SpongeBob Sports cards, and 30 of those Fairly Odd Parents emotion cards. And as the box says on the side here, this is the only trading card game set with the Fairly Odd Parents, which isn't entirely true, but as far as US releases, it is. We also have the entire trading card game here we'll be taking a look at as well. I don't believe in adding these into the counter. We can add them as individual items, making that 130 items. I wish that was the case, but I think what we can do is add this as a unit of 1 and also add this as a unit of 1. If that rule ever gets clarified one day when adding up the world record, I can for sure would add these up as 130 items, but assuming worst case scenario, we'll add them up as 1 and then 2 items. So taking a look at the packaging here, it's right in the yellow era I like to call of Nickelodeon, right after the orange era, because this is when SpongeBob pretty much dominated everything. But at the same time, there was a couple big shows that were on, and that was Jimmy Neutron and also Fairly Odd Parents. And Cosmo and Wanda actually are kind of in the front of the box itself. Of course, you've got SpongeBob there and then Jimmy as well. And interestingly, you have Auto Rocket there, which was also ending this very same year. So there was a lot of big finale style episodes coming on, and is also the same year that many of the Klasky Supo shows were ended, including the Wild Thornberrys and also Rugrat. On the right over there, you'll see Tak. Like I said, he was just about to be introduced to the world, but this is not our first Nickelodeon trading card game ever released in 1991. We also got the Nicktoons trading card game, featuring the only Nicktoons that were around at the time: Rugrats, Ren and Stimpy, and also Doug. So if we look at the side here, very similar to the top there, you've got the big 3 there. This is the big 3 of my childhood. If I were to pick my 3 favorite shows when I was 10 years old, I would have told you SpongeBob, Fairly Odd Parents, and then Jimmy Neutron. And I think Nickelodeon was very aware of those being the big 3. And then there's Auto Rocket, which is still cool though. Over here you have the big 2 and then Auto, and the same thing on this side over here. And it's a completely white backing, and then some more information on the back of the box here, talking about the set of cards that came in it, and that there is no guaranteed ratio when opening up this box. Contains a random assortment of 130 cards, but I can personally say that when I opened up one box, I did get the entire set. I did not have to open up another box, so I don't know how true that random assortment is, but I did get all of them in one box. So maybe you could call it astronomical luck, or if you buy a box, you get the set. You can decide for yourself. I won't be opening this box up here today. This is a sealed one we have here for the collection, but we'll be taking a look at all the cards in the set so you guys can see them. I didn't see online a complete high quality imaging list of all the cards, so this will be our chance to be able to see all the cards in the best detail possible. So let's bring out the set. And I do have a video online that will be popping up on screen here where you can actually see good shots of each and every single one of these cards, I believe, in that video, but you guys can get a couple of them there because there is a lot of cards in this set to go through, and you'll see some more of them here. I really love this Mark Chang card here, getting terrorized by the kids running around him. Very Mr. Krabs, Are Thy Feeling It Now-esque, but they're pretty much just screenshots from the show, the intro. Really just depends on the card, but a little bit of both of them. And then that actually ends here, and then we get to some really amazing cards, probably some of my favorite in the entire Nickelodeon card collecting scene, I guess you could say, because you get cards for characters that have never really appeared on cards and probably never will again in some cases, like Chester's dad, Bucky McBadbat. Gives me total baseball card vibe. You have Charles Indigo, the real life Crimson Chin, voiced by Jay Leno. You have AJ, Chester, Cosmo, Dad, of course. Even the card's not going to give away his name. We've got Doyle, Dr. Bender, Francis, Jorgen Von Strangle, an official Jorgen Von Strangle card, Wandissimo, Mark Chang, Mom, Mr. Crocker, and also Principal Waxelplax. And my personal favorite card in the set, you also get a Crimson Chin card. You get Timmy, Tootie, Trixie Tang, and many, many more. Working our way into SpongeBob, you get a actual Bubble Bath card, a Flats card, a few other characters here you can see, including a Pearl card. And then segueing from SpongeBob's grandma, aka what a lot of people thought growing up was a cookie, we have Squidward, we have the Flying Dutchman, another really amazing card to actually have in the collection here. Carl Weezer, we have Cindy Vortex, who appears in almost every video game and almost majority of more merchandise with her hair from the movie, which despite the entire series, her not sporting this hairstyle. And another really cool one here, we have Jet Fusion from the Jet Fusion special of Jimmy Neutron. You've got the villain of the Nicktoons Unite series here, Professor Calamitous. You got Sheen here with an Ultra Lord figure, and of course the coolest of cool, Nick Dean. And a perfect segue into the Rocket Power set here. We have the entire Rocket family. We have Squid, which his name is Sam, and I'm really not sure what the N on his shirt stands for. If you guys know, let me know. Maybe Nickelodeon? I'm not sure. We have Tito, we have Twister, Lars, and then that takes us into the Tack and the Power of Juju cards as well, along with the SpongeBob, along with the Adventure Gone Wrong cards over here for SpongeBob, Fairly Odd Parents, and then a couple down here for Jimmy. Significantly a lot of SpongeBob and a lot of Fairly Odd Parents, and then 2 Jimmys and 2 Rocket Powers. And then you have these SpongeBob sports cards. He gets his own set within the box, so there's no question of who is the big of the big 3. We have Squidward playing football, Sandy doing karate, surfing, and then we have the Guess Who card, which is a little trivia card set that you can see here and has the answers on the backside of them. We have this little promotional card that actually shows that you were able to send in your own pictures and get your own Nicktoon cards made, which I would love to see if there's anybody out there that actually has one of those. The website where you can go find all that information, and then also the pack art here in itself. I split it into 2 so that way I could see without having to take it out every single time. And then that gets into something else that we will talk about another day. But that is the entire set right there in the collection, counted as 1 again and 2. So that actually finishes this one up here. We got to add 2 new items to the collection, and I'm a huge fan of this box. I hope they continue to make more in the future. This is the last real Nickelodeon card game that we got here in the US, so I would love to see them revisit this idea in the future. But if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button. I would really appreciate that, and helps out this channel so much to hopefully grow as we continue to add onto this archive. Leave a comment down below letting me know what your favorite card was that you saw, and if you want to help support the show even further, we do have a Patreon that you can check out at the top of the description, where you'll get an extended version of all the videos that I upload over on my main Nickelodeon collecting channel, Comfort Cartoons. And as always, I will see you beautiful people in the next update here on the archive, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.